Any question on the minutes from the last meeting? Did she
She didn't send them to me.
Oh, okay. Because it was pretty slim here, but I thought she would be able to watch the video and.
Yeah, I don't think she may have, but she may not have been able to send me the minutes tonight to get
Okay,
it.
all right.
I don't know, but I'll get in contact with her tomorrow and
Yes,
see if she got it.
all right, okay, good, thank you. Just wanted to make sure we didn't forget that because we need to get them on the
Yeah,
website.
well, we can hopefully get them approved at the next one,
Yes,
along with this one.
right, right, okay. All right, we have our financial report here. I take it, Joyce?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So if you want to share the results here with us as far as the checking and,
Well, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I haven't had time to really look at it because she sent it to me this morning. And I just got off of work at 6:30, ran to get food, and then came here. So, I mean, if you have questions about numbers, shoot, and I'll answer to the best of my ability.
so what's the current account balance? Do you
That's
have-
what I was looking at.
Yes.
It's 92,000. Oh, that's income.
All right, checking account, we currently have $61,044.51. And then our money market account is $3,130.62. And of course, the CD is what it's been. I think it's the 20,000
Mhm, yes.
until it matures.
When is that?
Huh?
When is that?
It should be sometime in the middle of this year. I'd have to go in there and look at the paper to see the exact date.
You still standing at the same number as far as the delinquent accounts go?
Pretty much, nobody's paid up.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I can look up that exact number.
Yeah, well, it's probably not much different than it was the last time.
Yeah,
so-
we barely got any, payment movement, during the month of December.
Right, yeah.
It's
A
Christmas.
house did sell and they did pay off their HOAs,
Mhm.
cause I found out the house was selling and called the lawyer.
Was
And
that
they
the
did
one
send that
from
in.
Soleil's?
Huh?
Was that the check from Soleil?
Mhm,
Yeah,
yep.
okay, good,
Yep,
yeah.
so we did get that.
Even more reason why we need to get those liens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
We may not catch it all to us all the time.
I understand.
We got lucky on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to watch it,
Focus on that.
but sometimes I won't say it.
No, but no, it's not just on you. I
Uh-huh.
understand you
Was it a
look
big,
into that.
was it a lot of fees?
Yes.
One for a lot of
No,
fees?
it was like 360 something,
Oh, okay.
350 something.
Oh, that's all it was, just one?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just one
just
year.
one
and
year with the late fee.
It wasn't a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
No, but.
I just happened to catch that. Oh, they're selling. You got the.
Yeah. we
Um,
need to- Do we need to go through our lawyer for that, the liens?
Yes,
Okay.
in which I do have a call into them.
Okay.
But they were closed for 3 weeks during Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I wish I had that kind of vacation like that.
Yeah.
The lady did email me back today and said that she would be giving me a call sometime this
Good.
week. So I would hope
All
to
right.
tomorrow, because that's the end of the
Yes.
week.
Yes, okay. All right. Our clubhouse has been fairly active here for the last month or so. And I'm not sure if there's anything other than, one rental this coming month.
I got that
I
for you.
think the last of the month is,
We have a rental on the 17th, the 18th, and the 24th
yes, all right.
of this month.
Now, say, okay, do you have two on the 18th?
No, 17.
17th, 18th, and 24th.
Okay, because I thought I saw. The 18th was out there twice.
Yes.
Okay,
For some reason, when I put in the 17th, they put it in for the 17th and 18th.
okay, okay.
But then I noticed when I put in the 18th that was there, and I was like, ooh, and fixed it.
Okay,
okay.
Yep.
And Paula happened to catch it too. so-
Yeah, no, I caught it when I put it in there, and I was like, ooh.
Yes, yeah, so, all right.
So when y'all do it back to back like that, so who's responsible for getting everything ready for the next person?
Well, Paula has it on the 17th, and
Right.
she's having hers early morning, midday,
Oh,
and so
okay.
she's gonna clean up and do everything and have it ready for the lady on the 18th in the morning.
Yeah, so,
yeah, I had it on Thanksgiving, but I had it ready for the Friday person.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody's pretty much done very well at doing that, so.
yes, yeah,
And John's very good at contacting when we have somebody ask for the day right after somebody else. We contact that first person to make sure that they understand that somebody is renting after them, and that everything will need to be
Done.
in a 100% fashion for the
Gotcha.
next person.
so. And
So-
if for some reason it can't, then we tell the person that wants to rent it the next day that they probably need to find a different date. But, so Paula was working with us on that, we appreciate that.
And one woman told me that she wasn't sure that she could have it 100% and could she just rent it for 2 days straight? I said, absolutely. So she rented it for 2 days straight, and we told the other lady, you'll have to find another day. So,
Yeah,
the balance for delinquents is $17,302.10.
Yeah, that hadn't changed much.
Mike, do you have anything to add as far as the lights go?
Well, the light on Havelock Drive at the end of the street, the man who had thought his light was going to catch on fire, I think he turned that in. The light next to him that he wanted on is private owner.
Oh, yes, okay,
So somebody had to pay for it.
yes, all right, well, thanks for finding that out for him and for us.
They were going to check on a tree light on Charter and Pine Oak. It's kind of, the light's kind of in the tree, so it's
It's on tonight.
It is on the...
Yes, I was gonna tell you if you were here, thank you very
Oh,
much.
very good.
I walked out of my house and I was like, oh, there's light.
Did you happen to notice if they trimmed the?
They did not trim the trees, I was
Okay.
gonna bring that up.
So we need to do that.
So we either need to do that or we need to call them and tell them they need to do it. Cause I don't know if they will
They
since it's a
won't.
private,
They won't.
but that light is completely covered.
I know it is.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking to Mike about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate you turning that in because it's very nice to have light right there. Because otherwise it's
Yeah.
very dark.
That's behind your house.
It's the end of the road at my house, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Usually they put them in at most intersections,
Mhm.
so
Yep.
you should have one right there and somewhere in the intersection on your street
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there at the
Yeah.
stop sign at the end
Yes.
of Pine
Yeah.
Oak.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They do it out at the corner of all the streets, pretty much.
Yes, yeah.
And I think the light that you said was privately owned, I think it's the person, the yard that it's sitting in, I think it goes to their power bill.
Oh,
So they probably had it turned off because it cost extra.
All right. Any old business that we need to cover that maybe has been overlooked? We didn't cover a lot last meeting because it was
Don't think so.
basically William and I.
We talked about the increase in the HOA dues, correct?
Yes,
We did talk about the 5% increase.
right.
Do we want to communicate that now? Or should we? I think we should put
I
that out there,
think,
shouldn't
yes.
I think that will go in the newsletter that should be going out the 1st of February, right?
we? Yes, but.
Do we want to do a further communication?
Yeah, I'm thinking we probably won't do it because some people will already have paid their dues. I know I'm in that
Right.
category.
Yeah.
By then.
Mm-hmm.
So we might want to go ahead and send out a communication now,
Yes.
letting them know about the 5%. And we can put it in the newsletter as well.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
But yeah, I think we need to communicate
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Now, we need to vote on that as a board, I believe. Or did we already?
I think we did, but
Okay.
we.
Yes,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it'll be 3:30.
I think we said that. It's 15%, 5% over. What was it
I
last?
think we
It was
came up with what?
3:15 last
Okay.
year.
346, was it, Wynoni?
346, I think you did the calculation.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Now
think
that,
so, yeah.
5% of 315, whatever that is,
Yeah.
added to
Okay.
315.
so, the mathematician back here probably knows anyway.
I think it's because we showed up and you're trying to hurt us. So we technically have prepaid for hours, you know, it's
Yeah.
closing, so at that point in time, we
Yep.
would just pay the difference. You guys have calculated the bill for that?
Yeah, you'll just get a bill
Yeah.
for whatever's left over. If you have a positive in there, you'll just owe for 3:30.
It
337.5.
was
Yeah, it was
3:30 last year.
last year.
That's what it will be?
It will be. If it was 315, 5% on that is.
Okay.
3:30.
I wasn't even sure.
Three
what it was.
hundred seventy.
Yeah.
What is it?
3:15 last year.
33075.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay,
and we just rounded it. so
Yeah.
that's good.
yeah,
But yeah, I think we need to go ahead and send that out.
Okay.
great, thanks.
I'm not as good at math.
You know, I'm not good at math, just put it in there.
Okay, we also talked about our meeting date for the annual meeting, which is normally the second Saturday in March,
So it should be March 14th.
I think, is that?
Yeah, that's the second Saturday in March.
So those were just a couple of things that we'd covered.
Mm-hmm.
We always had it on April Fool's Day. Was there a reason?
Is that the week we want to have it? Or do we want to have it March 7th? Because a lot of people will probably go out of town that week because spring break for Grenville County Schools is the 16th through the 20th. Just throwing that out there. So normally the weekend before and the weekend after that, people are all out of town.
I think the covenant says we have to have it by, is it the third week in March?
Yeah, by the third one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have it on the 7th, that
We could still.
we could still make it. And maybe more people would be
That's fine.
more inclined to come because they wouldn't be going out of town.
Yeah.
For those that have children.
The revision back in 2009 said annual meeting of the members shall be held on the second Saturday of the month at 10 o'clock a.m. If the day for the annual meeting of the members is a legal holiday, the meeting will be held at the same hour the next Saturday.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
So-
I guess the 14th it is. Okay. All right. I'll put that on.
Yes, if you would, at least that way it gives everybody a heads up. Let's see here. I think we also talked about the pool opening.
Yes, we talked about that.
May 31st.
Yes.
That would
Or
No,
it's
it's
30th.
the, whatever the Saturday before Memorial Day.
Yeah, the
Day.
30th,
30th.
30th.
I believe.
Okay.
Well, let me check and see.
Uh-huh.
No, it's actually the previous week.
What is it?
That's going to be the 23rd.
Oh, yeah, 23rd.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The Saturday is the, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
we wanted to talk about adding some money to the pool budget under maintenance and repairs so that
Yes.
we can do the furniture.
Right.
And Joyce, you have to help me remember the name of the homeowner that volunteered to help us with the pool last year. You remember his name? I got it in the file.
Oh.
I have it on the email. I'll look it up.
Yeah, we need to
I don't
reach
off the
out.
top of my head remember,
Okay.
Yeah,
We need to reach out to him and see if he's still interested, because this is the time to be
Yes.
buying the
Right.
furniture.
yeah,
And
Austin is his name.
Austin, there you go.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
And
yeah,
what we were gonna do is, you remember last year in the budget, we had money in there for the roof repair.
yeah,
So I think there's like 12,500. So we were gonna propose that we take about 3,000 of that money that won't go toward the roof and put it in the pool maintenance repairs budget.
yeah.
And increase that, that will increase that to $3,800. So we would have that money to spend toward starting to get, I know it won't replace all the furniture out there.
It'd get us a good
It
chunk
would
to
get us
get
get
started.
started.
Yeah.
Mostly the tables and chairs is what I was thinking about replacing
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
But I'll reach out to him in Austin. I'll reach out to him and ask him if he's interested
Great.
in, because we need
Yes.
to kind of get moving on that.
Yes, it'll be here before you know it.
Right.
All right. Is there anything else that we need to be aware of this evening? Whether old versus / new business, like some of the things here that we've been touching on here. That's good to kind of get those dates nailed down.
Okay, I do, hold on. So, talking about pool, I want to go ahead and say for the outside pool members,
Mm-hmm.
I think we had it at, what was it, 30 last year?
It was 25 and you added 5 more.
Yeah, so it was 30. I don't know if we want to keep it at 30 outside pool members, or go up on it.
Yeah, we talked about going 5 more. remember?
I thought we had talked about going up 5 or 6 more. I'm not really, I can't remember on that one. But, I mean, I'm fine with 30 or I'm fine with 35.
What do they do then? Outside pool.
Last year, the dues were $510.
You gonna stay there?
I would say that we either stay at 510 or we go up to at least 515, 520, something like that.
I think we need to increase it too.
Yeah, so, I'm only asking that because I would like to start, very slowly asking the past OPMs if they're gonna renew or if they're gonna stay, because I think we've got a good group of,
Well, round it off to 500.
sir?
Why not round it off to 500?
It's already 510.
Yeah,
We definitely don't want to go down, because we just paid our maintenance contract for
Yes.
the pool for 2026, and it actually went up. I think, Joyce, it's like 12.8 or something like that.
Like about
And-
1,000 more than it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the bulk of that maintenance fee is paid by the outside pool memberships. Well, you know, it's kind of, all of it's kind of baked into the same budget, but we kind of rely on that to kind of help maintain the pool. So I definitely would be in favor of maybe increasing it to 520. Okay, and then maybe take the membership up from 30 to 35 and kind of see.
Right.
And when we do this, when I talk with Austin, we got to make sure that because one concern we had last year was we didn't have adequate furniture and seating to accommodate the people. So we want to make sure that if we bring more people in from the outside to, you know, use the pool, we
Right.
got enough furniture and whatnot to cover that.
Right.
Over, you know. So I would be okay, or I would make a motion that we increase the pool membership from 30 to 35.
Second.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it.
and then we, is that, also, I guess I motion to, raise the amount to 520
Yes.
for
okay.
outside pool members.
Just a second and a vote.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Anything else with the pool or the clubhouse proper?
Well, you know, we I think last month, John, we talked about the budget.
Yes.
And Wyoming and I, we're starting to kind of put the budget together. And Joyce, this document you gave us tonight, we'll take a look at that because these are the actual numbers. And we are already starting to kind of look at the budget numbers from last year. A couple of things that we already talked about taking the money out of the roof that we spent. We're going to kind of move that around a little bit. We're going to add the money to the pool repairs. We're going to increase the tree maintenance. We didn't get a lot of tree maintenance done toward the end of the year. There's a lot of trees that's still on common property that needs to be addressed. I noticed the guys started out here in the yard here.
Graham
but
did.
they never finished.
Yeah.
So we need to clean that up. Goodwin Drive. John, we're gonna have to address Goodwin Drive. You notice the entrance to Goodwin Drive, how those trees are leaning? That's the property adjacent to Sundown Circle.
Property for sale right now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's our responsibility. And I think we need to get that cleaned up. It's an ugly eyesore.
Yeah.
And it's right on the, kind of on the edge of our property, and I just think we need to clean that up. So the tree budget last year was $10,800. And I'm gonna propose that we take that up to $15,800. What I want to do next meeting, the February meeting, is we should have a preliminary budget set. And I want to bring it in and I'll make the presentation to you guys and give everybody a copy, and we can take a look at it and see if we need to tweak it before the annual meeting. But we'll use this document to kind of help us, kind of steer us, and we'll lay that out for the board.
Yes.
Okay.
You have earthquake insurance?
No.
No, we never have. Oh, one other thing, Joyce. One item that we don't have on the budget, we didn't have in the budget for 2025, that we want to put in the budget for 2026 is the outside consulting fees that we're incurring.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I don't know what to put, so you might want to.
I'll talk with her
Okay.
and ask her exactly, because now she she has a feel, and it's not taking her very long at all to
Really?
to
Okay.
do them. So I will talk with her and see what she thinks for the year it would cost.
Okay, and then I don't know what, I guess we could put that under, I'll tell you where we'll put it under something.
Right.
One of the general budgets or whatever. So
Is that
that,
what's on here?
Huh?
Legal? Is that it?
No, legal is our lawyer. Anytime we have to consult with them, but I mean, we could probably make that legal / consulting fees.
well, right now we
I
have.
think it's
legal
talking about the
professional.
accountant, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
How much have we paid her already? I mean, from last year?
Oh, I have to look at,
because it didn't show up, it didn't show up on the checking, or would it show up on the checking account?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
How's it listed?
It's just under Natalie Powell.
Natalie?
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll text you her name that way. And I'll go back and look and see where, because I think we've only paid her twice last year.
okay.
Jack got a question.
Yes, sir.
Where's DHEC?
Who?
Anyway, they moved it, DHEC. Could you email them?
Who?
Who?
DHEC.
Oh,
DHEC?
DHEC?
Yes.
They're in Columbia, their offices.
Ask them what kind of dump pepper tree is built on.
Okay.
I can't find out.
Yeah. I don't know.
And for the benefit of you guys, I know y'all are kind of catching up with everything that's going on, but we hired an outside person to help us kind of consolidate the financial information that we're collecting through our billing software database. The lady has been very good in helping us do that, but we maintain our own budget. And we kind of we were using her to kind of get us caught up, because we had a past treasurer that kind of quit on us. He left the board and kind of left us in a pickle, if you will. My wife and I picked up the budgeting part of it, and we're trying to get that straightened out. So that's kind of what's going on with this. So.
She's finally got us completely
She got us caught up. Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
And if you're interested, we'll
We can add you
we'll add you in.
We'll have a conversation another time. Let me digest the first meeting.
in. Yes. We'll let you settle in.
Because once you guys start, then I'll have to start firing off questions.
country's 39 trillion dollar debt?
Pardon me?
How are you paying off the country's $39 trillion debt?
Oh,
We're
that's
just
not.
paying our taxes.
That's not within the HOA, so I have
Yeah.
no clue.
Yes.
Do you guys already have a
All right.
contract for the tree trimming?
We do, we have a contractor that we use, and we've used that same contractor because we get preferred rates.
Okay,
And if you have the need to use a contractor, we are suggesting that contractor. Now, you know, as
we
a
used
pro-
one today, that's why I'm asking if you guys need a competitive quote, I guess, because they did a really good job.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that one.
No, they're not, they're called Omar's,
Oh, we know
tree
they-
supplements.
Oh, yeah, Omar. Yeah, we know.
Is it
Ortiz.
Was
It's
it?
Omar, it's not Ortiz?
Oh,
Okay, okay.
Who is Omar?
I mean, there's so many tree services around.
Uh-huh, it's-
It
Yeah.
is. We use a company called Ortiz.
Okay,
We've been using them for several years, and we've actually had people come in and provide bids, because the covenant requires us to get 3 bids before we go outside to do services. And we were doing that, but Ortiz was beating all the competition, so we just kind of
great,
settled on them.
yeah, great.
Yeah. Good. All right. Do we have any new business or any other concerns from any of our residents here this evening?
You want to mention the letter, Joyce, we
Yes.
received?
I did have a question.
Sure.
In Fox Row, when we were first looking at the home, you guys have since taken out the trees in the middle and that
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Are you planning on replanting anything?
Yeah,
there?
what's gonna happen?
Well, we had when we did that, we had one of the homeowners tell us that
Yes, ma'am.
I have a dog, otherwise I come in, I apologize. And I apologize for interrupting. While walking the other one, I found this key on the sidewalk. Just really in front of the house.
I wanted to make sure because I have my signature.
And somebody who walks a dog.
But to answer your question about the tree maintenance that we have budgeted, and correct me if I'm wrong, William, but I think the budget we had set for last year was 10,800 for trees.
All right, and you guys,
You're planning on replanting?
No,
that's kind of the question about that, because.
Right. We had a property owner.
I don't know. Thank you.
We had a property owner tell us when we cleared that area. He said that he was going to talk to the people in that cul-de-sac, and they were going to come up with a plan to plant grass. Or he even talked about putting a picnic table out there and whatnot. So we just kind of left it
Okay.
after that. Now I can give you his name, and you can ask. He lives almost just right around the corner with him. But that's where we left that, okay? Because it is it's really the property actually belongs to the county, I guess. That it's not. It doesn't belong to Pepper Tree.
Okay.
We just
The reason
maintain it
why,
because
yeah, the
nobody
reason why
else-
we had it cut down is because, you know, the trees were leaning and it was just a
Yeah.
mess there. So we took it out.
The reason I asked is
How long
because
will it
obviously, you know,
maintain?
those trees, when we
Because
moved
of
into
10 years
the
ago.
The whole time.
the privacy there, right, so that created a tree line, you know, the trees
Right.
were there, basically all your neighbors were more or less private in their
Right.
environment.
Uh-huh.
Now that it's open, right, we have a lot of cars parking out there, we
Right.
have trucks driving through it, so
Yep.
it's becoming less
Dogs pooping.
private. Yeah, dogs, you know,
Yeah.
going to the bathroom there,
Yeah.
and my concern is that if you guys turn it into a communal area with picnic tables, you know, it's gonna lose that appeal of being quiet and tucked away.
Well, the only advice I gave them, and because I was overseeing that project, is that if you plant trees, just keep in mind that whatever you plant is not going to stay small. That's what happens around here. People will plant a little pine tree, and oh, it's cute. And then 15 years later, you know what I'm saying? Nobody maintains it.
so true.
Well, that's what I was saying. Whatever you plant there, just
Emily Brewers would do great. They're evergreen. They don't grow out of control. The root systems aren't bad. You
Yeah.
want a consultation on
Just be
plant
mindful of that.
material. I've
Yeah.
planted-
We wouldn't.
Done
want
high-end
just-
landscaping jobs.
Just
for
doing it
20 plus
basically, you
years.
know, because I mean, that's my only concern, I guess, once people start parking their cars and once they start
Yeah.
having barbecues in the middle there, it's no longer a quiet cul-de-sac.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Once they park the cars, and we're not the only ones affected, you know, think about every other
Yeah.
neighbor there that's having to deal
Yeah.
with somebody wanting to sit out there and have a cookout.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
we don't have
you
laws
know,
for that.
and I think the county probably would have, you know, I don't think you could just turn it into a full-blown community. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because really it's the county's problem.
Sure.
You know, we maintain it. But I was just giving them suggestions, and he was talking about, this homeowner was talking about, well, you know, we could do this and this and this with it. The only thing I said, just be mindful of what you plant there, because it's not going to stay small unless you plant something like sand that
And that's
doesn't
the
grow.
point, is to plant something, I guess, that's not gonna.
Right,
grow.
they can maintain.
We
Right,
don't
right.
need huge trees there, we don't want to.
Exactly.
Plus, it'll just make the community look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That way we're not having to, in 5-10 years, paying another $5,000 to get
Because,
these trees taken down again.
Just think more like decorative bushes and something like,
Right.
5 foot tall.
Right, yeah.
if we go back and,
There's cheap alternatives. Easily Nursery is arguably one of the better wholesalers. They provide almost all the material for the majority of some of the more private locations.
Mhm.
And they typically can beat most people's prices. So, yeah.
Perfect. So basically, this would be an expense to us if we wanted to proceed, right? Because you guys don't oversee it, so it'd be the homeowner's
well,
expense.
I don't know,
Where is this at?
we might could work something.
Really, like the roads have been here forever.
Yeah, somebody explains to the gentleman what Fox Row is because we do a better job.
Fox Row is if you're coming up towards Charter Oak from your house.
Okay.
Fox Row is the road before you get to Charter Oak on the right.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. Sure.
He's like, I'm acid every day. I don't know.
I just have landmarks. and I
Just
follow
let me
them.
know, and
Yeah.
I'll happily go look. I know everybody over at Easily Nursery. I mean, I'm nobody, but my personal thoughts is, I like boundaries between houses. I like
Yeah.
privacy.
That's why we
And
chose the
sometimes it
cul-de-sac
gets-
originally.
Well, it's also like when all the leaves fall, we see each other, and then when the leaves come back out, we get back to being a little more secluded, but.
Right.
But you definitely could plant things clear, the list is long. Something that's evergreen, something that's simple, something you don't have to trim or maintain, something that you don't have to worry about the root system getting over aggressive and harming
Right.
pipes underneath the ground, or infrastructure that may be there, the roads or the sidewalks or whatever is around that
Mhm.
area. There's plenty of plant material that we can do that, it's literally a plant it and forget it kind of thing.
So we just have to till it and then.
Mhm. And also, like, if you're trying to go for a look, if you want some kind of flowering, we can also look at that, like
Yeah.
Chinese fringe lord pedlum, they can get as big as you want them to, but they're all gonna be under 20 feet, they get nice and wide. Clear, same thing, waxy leaf.
And that's kind of like, honestly, the options and type of tree is irrelevant in this case. The whole point is kind of.
It's the shading and
It's-
continuing an evergreen of some sort there.
It's literally the boundary between everybody to have their own
Yeah.
privacy.
Yeah, yeah.
And, so you have your driveway.
And cheap too, I mean,
Yeah.
Emily Brewer's, hollies in general are typically they grow relatively quickly and get to maturity relatively quickly. Good, very hardy, mold resistant, not a lot of issues, it's really, it's a one and done.
If we wanted to do that, basically, how would we do it? How would we go about it? Do we need to ask you for authorization for that if it doesn't belong
No,
to you? or-
I don't think so. In fact, I don't know that we couldn't have the discussion about maybe helping to pay for it. I do know that some of your neighbors in that cul-de-sac has expressed the same kind of things you have. So I don't know if it would be wise for you to maybe reach out to them, or, you know, if you see some of them in general conversation or whatever, because I wouldn't want you guys to go out on a limb and start doing some of that, and then somebody says, well, you know, we ought to be, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to get a lot of stuff going back and forth
Gotcha.
without having that converation first.
Gotcha, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
I think we know the ones to start with, because I don't want to start with the one that's going to oppose it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Yeah, I'll talk to you.
But you probably are going to find that you won't get a lot of pushback. I mean, we've been soliciting people to be on the board, I know, for the last 8-10 years, and you see what we got. So, I mean, you
I'm
know.
really interested to be on board.
Yeah,
We can have that discussion outside, you know, of this.
So, you know, most people in this subdivision, they kind of, you know, they kind of just want to kind of be left alone and do their own kind of thing, so.
That's why we moved, because we were living in a
Yeah.
community like a cookie cutter, where there was no privacy.
Yeah.
And that's why we chose specific, like, older community with trees, with,
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
character.
I can
And
understand.
a community that actually is not all kind of transient, so to speak. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's like actual homeowners that have been
Mhm.
for some time.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
basically got forced out of our house in our old neighborhood.
Wow.
It was a shame.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Once we moved. And the neighbors next to us, they moved too for the same reason.
So we just wanted.
Yeah, that's why I said we were just happy to be here.
Well, luckily for us, we have a little bit more space between our homes,
Yes.
Yes.
and we're not like this.
Yeah, I just, and
Yeah.
again, just to reiterate the concern is that I just don't want people having like, hey, let me just have a cookout, right?
Right.
Everyone's homes. It
I mean-
seems counterintuitive to having the privacy of that specific environment.
Right. I mean, I don't know, it may be a good idea for you to come up with a little,
Colleagues would probably also indicate some of that because
Yes.
it's not exactly the most enjoyable bush to walk through.
But birds all have this.
Birds love it. It also puts out a relatively tight canopy, so concerns where you might have pines and other invasive repairs, especially
Yeah.
those types of things, wouldn't have the sunlight to really penetrate and beat it. So
We'll have that discussion, I guess, if and when we
you
proceed.
can
with that.
easily plan this, and I mean you
Or you
can
can-
cover a pretty significant area for not a lot of money. You can also get cuttings for free from the forestry department. There's lots of different ways to do this. It just depends on your timeline.
I actually have some in my church that you can come dig up for free, because they keep coming back and I can't kill them. Because somebody thought it would be a great idea to plant holly, where children will play. So I keep cutting them down and they keep coming back.
Yeah, it's mostly just for aesthetics.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, you know, it's gonna have a lot of curb appeal, you're
Right.
gonna have super, like, higher resale value.
Yeah.
In the future, you know, I think we're gonna want to move in.
property though.
Yeah, that's why we moved in, I mean, realistically speaking, we're just like, hey, we love the trees.
Yeah.
You know, we took some down, but, you know.
Mhm.
And they had to go, but
They
yeah.
had to go.
But I don't know, it may be a good idea if you come up with a plan and a cost that it might cost,
I'll
and
give
bring
you-
it back to
I'll
us,
give you-
because
By the end of the week, if you really want.
then it may be that we pay for some of it, because I mean, that's beautifying
It is.
our community, so.
Yeah.
I think that, I personally think, and this is, that's, I mean, part of this, yes, it's a selfish thing to speak about it, but in reality, I think that's.
But it's a communal thing too,
Yeah, I
so.
think that it
It
is,
carries the theme of the neighborhood as well.
it does, and like, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna have flowers too and things like that in the future, and so,
Sure.
you know, the
Right.
prettier the neighborhood looks, the more appealing it is in
Thank you.
general.
Mhm.
So, you
Yes.
cutting down the trees, you're making it, you know,
Sure.
you're mowing their lawns, that kind of stuff, and then the community maintains
Mhm.
value. And
Well,
so-
and just a thought, it may be that once you come up with that, the cost and the idea of it, it may be something we can put out on the YouTube or the Facebook and saying, hey, you're gonna do this on this Saturday, if anybody in the community would like to come help
Fantastic.
plant, that way it's
Yeah.
not,
That's fantastic.
as taxing, because that's a big cost, you know.
We don't even need to, and I don't want to take up much more time for this specifically, I apologize, but, so we don't even need to take the full thing, realistically, not every square inch of it has to be occupied.
Right.
We just need to
That's
take
true.
a good majority, just cut out the center, and then the outside can be for, just in case the UPS truck can't seem to make that turn.
Right, right,
So, it happens, it does happen.
right, it does,
Furniture delivery, everything, so, but,
Yeah.
thank you.
yeah.
Let me ask you guys, have y'all had a chance to look at the covenant?
So we looked at the covenants, and that's another conversation, I guess I'll ask more questions about that.
Sure, I just want to make sure you had access to it, because we do have people that move into the subdivision,
online, too.
and they found out for the first time that, well, we, you know, my wife and I are a good example. We didn't even know that there was an HOA, and we was introduced to the covenant 3 years later, so I want to make sure that you guys are aware of the covenant.
Well, we came from a community that had so we had a third-party management company.
Yeah.
So their covenants are,
Sure,
you know,
Gotcha.
like 30 pages basically, and a lot of it's fluff.
Yeah.
It's
gotcha.
repetitive, and, you know, but yes, we're well aware, so
Okay.
we wanted a community with an HOA.
Mhm.
As much as a lot of people are against HOAs,
And we're not.
yeah, I see a value in it,
Mhm.
because then otherwise it prevents people from having, you know, 4 cars on their lawn, you know, toilets. sitting on
We
it,
might, we might want to talk about that.
but-
Talking about the fact
No, what I'm
that.
saying is, that's an arbitrary number. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, no. I'm saying that I don't want you to be misguided by the fact that we are an HOA. We do have a covenant,
Sure.
but our covenant is not the most strict covenants that you probably are aware of. And we do have, it's kind of an honor system, I would think, is more or less. We get complaints about people parking on the streets and not cleaning their yards or keeping their yards up and brush piling up. And we really don't have a way to address that. We cannot impose fines on people. What we can, the only thing that we really can do is during the annual meetings, we make that known in our newsletter. You know, we make suggestions about keeping up the yard, and during the summer months, we'll actually put out a newsletter asking people to take care of their yards and whatnot. But that's about the extent of what we can do.
So for you guys, in a sense, if you think about as part of the community, we're talking about tree trimming and doing all these things, right?
Right.
So realistically, let's assume that this community did not have one.
Right.
So it would just be.
Oh, yeah, from that perspective, yeah, we take care of the common property. Yeah, sure, we do that.
So that to me
That
is
is my
important,
home.
because then, you know, we don't have to worry about, I don't have to go to my neighbor and say, hey, you know what, my side of the street's longer, you know, but, you know, you have to pony up half, or we have to
It's
argue
not
about who's gonna clean the drive,
Right.
things like that. So
Yeah.
that's
I got
why
you.
we
I got you. Yeah, we do that. I think there's 19 acres of common, what we call common area.
Mhm.
You know, some of it's in between, you know, cul-de-sacs and whatnot. We maintain that. If a tree falls from the common area onto your property, we're gonna take care of that. But those are kind of things that the HOA is kind of limited to doing. Of course, if we have street issues and whatnot, we're gonna contact somebody about that. We do call, and we encourage property owners to call, you know, if there's street parking or whatever, we can complain to the county. That's about the extent of what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment.
Yeah.
What
So
about,
currently there's no fine structure or anything like.
And not
It's
at the
not,
moment, it doesn't
no.
give us that right.
Just want to make sure you guys understand it.
yeah, we're still that, we noticed that.
Yeah.
It's a much shorter covenant.
And we're very aware, but to get a new covenant, passed, it would pretty much be an act of Congress
75% of the
at this
property-
point, because
75% of the property owners would have to agree
Okay.
on a new
Yeah.
covenant, so that's
Um,
a tall task.
Do you know what percentage are rentals here? Is there like a cap on renters?
well, it's becoming a little more and more over time. We used to only have a couple,
We saw
Yeah.
another one pop up recently.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
but probably in the last 6 months, we probably had 3 houses sell to a property owner company. So it is becoming more, and it's not just a homeowner that's renting out their home, which has been the case in the past. But I have found that even a few of the homes that have a homeowner, but they just live in another state and they're renting out their home, are now letting a property company run it now, because they've written in and asked to be taken off contact and to contact the.
Yeah, our neighbors are renters to the other
Yeah.
side of the
Mhm.
Mhm,
I think only one in that,
Yeah.
that cul-de-sac.
mhm.
Just, this key was found by one of our residents at the end of Charter Oak Drive. It was on the sidewalk right there on Winding Way. And that was found just this evening. So if there's a resident who's missing their vehicle key, it's here at the clubhouse. So it does not give a brand of car, but do you recognize that?
I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay.
My guess is,
One last thing, and we gotta go, it's football season. There's a letter we got from a property owner complaining.
Okay, you want me to read it out?
And just let them know, you know, maybe we need to fix this person. We can't really do anything about that choice.
Well, and that's what I thought, but I still think because I wanted everybody to
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I said.
And to see if somebody wanted to.
Only thing we can do is tell them, you know, the
Do you
animal
want to
control.
address it here, or we want to just email it?
What you think?
I think we'll just email it.
We're gonna get along.
Yep. Are we good to wrap up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, you want to call it?
yes.
I'll second it for you.
I'd like to go ahead and,
Yeah, Joyce was gonna, you want to say something to that?
Oh, for the dogs walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to encourage the the homeowners that have dogs to not walk them in neighbors' home, properties, and if they do allow them to walk on, the edge of the road to clean up after their pet.
Yeah, we
Some,
have two dogs, so we are.
yep, and some people are not,
But I've seen people not.
We're
yes,
not gonna name names, we don't know
Well,
the names.
Just go out with the bag and say, could you take care of that, please?
We don't actually want to be bad neighbors per se. We're not gonna do that, so, because we'll find a more courteous way.
yeah. But we do encourage that, and we do put that in our newsletter that we'll send out the first part of February. But not everybody adheres to that, but it would be, a neighborly thing to do if people would clean up after their animals.
I have a bag, do you need one?
Right. I know, I had the same problem with my area in the top of my house, because I live in a hole. But, I have thought about connecting a little container of potty bags to my mailbox. If you need it. But yes,
I think it's gonna end up on the ground then, because I guess you guys don't have receptacles, because no one's gonna take care of that per se.
Yeah.
You don't have a crew for that.
No.
So
No, we
if
don't.
somebody-
But we do get good response from animal control. Now, if
Yes.
an animal is loose in the subdivision that's creating havoc, or, you know, we've had people encounter dogs, and we actually had a lady that was attacked by a dog.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
We do, animal control responds pretty well.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
they
had
do.
control
Yeah.
in our own neighborhood, we had 3 German shepherds that they just would let
Yeah,
go, and they got it.
okay.
Yeah.
Was
And,
this,
and anybody can do that. You can do that as a property owner. Yeah, yeah.
If you'll close it out, Josh has to.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go ahead. I need to move to adjourn the meeting. Does somebody want a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.